everyone, welcome to A Cup of Tea, where we sip on great books and dive deep into the stories that makes us think. And today we are going to talk about A Beginner's Guide to Classics. So basically we are going to talk about a bunch of books which will help you get into classics, which will help you get out of your reading slump as well. So if you are someone who really wants to read classics but do not know exactly where to start from, then you are on a very right place. First up, we have The Strangers by Albert Camus. Now, this book comes as this one as well, The Outsider, but these two have the same stories. So, The Strangers by Albert Camus. This is a book about a man named Marsault. He does not show much emotion and he does not care about anything, even when bad things happen around him. The main idea of the book is that life can sometimes feel pointless, meaningless, and that people often judge by the society for not fitting in. Marcel does not follow society rules, and that's what makes the story so interesting, because this book will make you think about life, whether things really have a deeper meaning. It's short, easy to read, and will make you ask big questions about yourself and the world. The next we have Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. This is a very strange story about a man named Gregor. One morning he wakes up and finds himself that he is turned into a giant bug, giant insect. Now what happens that his family really does not understand him, and this book explores the theme of alienation, that you feel unfamiliar in your own family and in your own society. This book is all about feeling different and how people treat you when you don't fit in. It also shows how people can sometimes ignore each other when they are going through hard times. Even though it's a weird story, it helps you understanding the feeling of being left out and how hard it can be to feel accepted. It's very short, easy to read, and it's very thought-provoking. So you should definitely give it a read. You can actually, I finished it in one sitting. So yeah, it's really short and you will love it. Now let's talk about A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf. This is not a story, but an essay where Woolf talks about how women didn't have the equal opportunity as men, as we all know. Especially when it came to writing and creating art, she says that women need space and freedom to be creative. Woolf talks about how important it is for women to have their own room or a place to think or write without being interrupted or judged. This book is really great because it shows how society treats women and how important it is for everyone to have freedom to express themselves. It's easy to read and can really open your eyes to important issues about feminism, gender equality, and a lot of more things. The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. This is a story about a man named Gatsby who is very rich and throws big parties, hoping that one day the woman he loves, Daisy, will come back to him. The story is set in the 1920s during a time of great wealth and excitement. This book is about dreams, loves, and search for happiness. Gatsby believes that money can make him happy, but the story shows that how wealth does not always lead to real happiness. This book is really great for understanding how people chase dreams that may not be real and how society can be obsessed with money and success. It's an easy read and teaches a lot about love and life. The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. This story is about a man named Dorian Gray who is very handsome. He has a picture of himself, and as he lives a life full of mistakes and bad choices, the picture starts to change while Dorian himself stays young and beautiful. The story is about vanity, beauty, and the consequences of living for pleasure. Dorian does not care about anything except staying beautiful, but this led to a very dark and sad ending. This book makes you think about what's really important in life, looking good or being good on inside. It's a fun and exciting read with deep message. I think we all should really appreciate the writing of this book because I loved it. And finally, we have The White Nights by Fyodor Dostoevsky. This is a short story about a lonely man living in St. Petersburg, Russia. He spent his night walking around the city, dreaming of a better life. One evening, he meets a woman named Nastenka, and they talk about dreams and loneliness. The story is about loneliness, dreams, and hope of love. I'm not gonna spoil it for you because, yeah, you are going to read it. So, the man feels like he has no place in the world, but meeting Nastenka gives him hope, even though things don't end up the way he imagined. Enough for the spoilers. Because this book is beautiful story about dreams, longings, and connection we seek with others. It's a short story and easy read. It makes you think about how we all have hopes and desires, even if they don't always come true. So those are the books I recommend for beginners. There are some other books as well, like The Winds in the Willow. It's a children classics, but I won't recommend you right now. Finish these and then start with this because it's a very good read. It's a children classic and I still read it. So you know how good it is. They're all very different, but they will make you think, feel, and see the world in a new way. Whether you are into deep questions about life, the struggle of fitting in, or the importance of freedom and equality, these books have something for everyone. I hope you find this video helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have read any of these books or if you plan to. And if you want to hear more about classics, just let me know. Thank you for watching and happy reading.